It's time for all things high school football. Good evening and welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy. I'm Amy Zimmer. The rest of the team will join us in just a few minutes. Week 10 of the high school football season featuring a handful of crosstown rivalries plus pivotal region matchups. Let's get right to it. First stop, Wilmington Island. Pinewood Christian Academy Patriots visiting the St. Andrews Lions GIAA Region 3 District 2 opener. Both teams fired up coming off byes. First quarter, Lions quarterback Zayden Edwards to Richard Williams. How about the one-handed grab? Patriots would get a big stop and quickly march down the field. Quarterback Banks Booth drops back, showing off the arm. Walker Todd waiting in the end zone. Pinewood Christian up 7-0. Later in the first, St. Andrews goes to work the handoff to Amari Cook. Watch him go. Zigzags his way up the middle for an open lane. Cook breaks out for a 65-yard gain, brought down just outside the end zone. Penalties hurt St. Andrews on the drive. Would settle for a field goal, however, goes wide left. Lions would put up a fight in the second half, however, not able to catch the Patriots. 35-27, Pinewood Christian, the final. Okay, we are just warming up here on the Friday Night Frenzy. Our team traveling across Southeast Georgia and the South Carolina Lowcountry to bring you highlights. Coming up, our Carolina Clash Game of the Week, a crosstown rivalry between the Bluffton Bobcats and the May River Sharks. Yeah, bragging rights on the line. That game and more straight ahead.
You're watching the Frenzy on WJCL 22.
You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy. Plenty of high school football highlights and final scores to get to. Next up, taking you to the Low Country for a Carolina Clash Game of the Week. SCHSL Region 7 Quad A showdown with major bragging rights on the line. Crosstown rivalry, Bluffton Bobcats hosting the May River Sharks on a foggy night. Opening drive for May River running back Jordan Williams takes the handoff. Coming right at you. The huge run gets the team in the red zone, however, would settle for a field goal. 3-0 May River. Bluffton strikes right back. Wide receiver Jake Ridgway takes it to the house to open scoring for the Bobcats. Home team takes a 7-3 lead. Second quarter, Bluffton quarterback Owen Bays fakes the handoff, and yeah, he faked us too. Finds wide receiver Brandon Bryant to put another touchdown on the board. 14-3 Bobcats. Bluffton doesn't allow May River in the end zone and go on to win 21-6. All eyes were on Jessup tonight for one of the biggest games in the entire state of Georgia. Talking to top 10 ranked teams in Class Quad A linking up as Wayne County hosted Benedictine. Our Dave Williams was there and has the highlights.
Well, Amy, here tonight at JC Stadium in Jessup, not only is it a matchup of two top 10 ranked teams in Class Quad A, there's plenty on the line as well. For the undefeated and two-time defending Quad A champion Benedictine Cadets, a win tonight secures their 8th region championship in the last 9 years. For the host Wayne County Yellow Jackets, well, a win tonight keeps them alive for the region championship with just one game remaining. And the Wayne County fans were definitely fired up and ready to go in this one, but it was the Cadets quieting that crowd early on as Nasir Samuel caps off their first drive with the excursion into the payoff pasture, and BC had a 7-0 lead. Jabo Shaw's Yellow Jackets, though, showed their mettle by answering right back on their next possession. Matthew Fuller breaks free, and he's touchdown bound, triggering the LED light show, and the game was tied 7-7. The excitement wouldn't stop there, though, as Fuller finds the happy hunting ground again on the first play of the second stanza, and Wayne County had themselves a 14-7 lead. The Cadets, though, would respond later in the quarter. Bryce Baker takes the handoff, displays some shifty moves, and no one's going to catch him. He's touchdown bound, and we're tied at 14 apiece. The Cadets would pull away in the second half to claim the region championship with a 38-21 win. In Jessup, Dave Williams, WJCL 22 News.
Thanks, Dave. At Pooler Stadium, New Hampshire was leading Islands 48-7 at the half. The defense was swarming as Trayvon Lewis and Xavier Pays make the stop for no gain on the play. Third quarter, Titus Honecker gets the call. Check this out. Finds running room up the middle, racing for 30 yards, and how about the first down? They go right back to the sophomore, and how about this? Picks up another 10 yards, and that's a first down. They cap off the drive as Rashawn Truell finds a wide open receiver for a 3-yard score to make it 54-7 Phoenix. And late in the second half with a running clock, the last score was 54-13, and a final score just coming in, New Hampstead winning 54-13. Calvary Day has dominated Region 3 AAA so far this season, however, faced a stiff challenge from Savannah Country Day tonight. Our Rick Snow was at Saunders Field to see if the Hornets could surprise the Cavaliers.
Amy, the unbeaten and top-ranked Cavaliers had a chance to virtually lock up the Region 3 AAA title with an 8th straight win tonight. However, the Hornets, they would like nothing better than to pull off the upset on their home turf and stay in the race.
Let's hit it.
The Hornets took the field looking for their 4th straight win, but the Cavalier defense was all over this play as freshman Brexton Bell causes a fumble, but the Hornets recover and that forces a punt. With the fog rising eerily from the ground, Cutter Powell blocks the punt and is picked up by Brody Dawson, and with a convoy guiding him, Dawson returns it 23 yards for the touchdown, and it was quickly 7-0 Calvary. The Hornets controlled the ball on offense for much of the first quarter, with Barton Mixon completing this big pass to Keith James for a huge first down, but the play resulted in no score. Early in the second quarter, Jake Merklinger calls a quarterback sneak for the touchdown to make it 14-0 Cavaliers. The Cavalry defense never let up as the Hornets try a sweep, but half the defense rides him out of bounds. In the middle of the second quarter, Merklinger finds Caden Arnold in the flat. Arnold does the rest, and he races 25 yards to score, and it was 21-0. Cavalry runs away to a 49-0 triumph, making it 8-0 for the season. Rick Snow, WJCL 22 News.
All right, thanks so much, Rick. Staying in Region 3 AAA over at Savannah High Stadium. The Beach Bulldogs facing a big test, hosting the Savannah Christian Raiders. Second quarter, Raiders up 35-0. Quickly add on. Kenry Wall putting Bulldogs on skates. Takes it to the house, 42-0 Raiders. Bulldogs trying to find an answer. Quarterback Javion Williams with a nice pass to Sharifi Morgan. However, Raiders not giving up a score before the half. Less than a minute before the break, Raiders striking again. That's Zoe Smalls. Yeah, there was no catching him. Touchdown makes it 49-0 at the half. Bulldogs, they would avoid the shutout, but it's Savannah Christian winning big, 55-6 the final. Still to come on the Friday Night Frenzy, more highlights plus our play of the week. Don't go anywhere.
We are the Wayne County High School Cheerleaders, and you're watching the Frenzy on WJCL.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. Our play of the week is one for the highlight reel that you don't want to miss. However, first up, a handful of matchups went down under the Thursday night lights this week. Senior night for the Windsor Forest Knights. Total of 6 Knights honored at Memorial Stadium as the team welcomes the Pierce County Bears. Pierce County fumbles opening kickoff, giving Windsor Forest the ball. Knights quarterback Zach Coopers hands it off to running back Cameron Woods. Check out the speed. Woods to the red zone. Same drive. Coopers scrambles. A handful of Bears attack. Loose ball. It's Pierce County recovering. Quarterback Kaden McGatha hands it off to Marquez Leggett. Check this out. Blockers, they're doing their job. Open lane up the middle. Takes it all the way for the touchdown. 2-point conversion is good. 8-0 Pierce County. Staying in the first quarter, Windsor Forest on the kick return. A little miscommunication by Knights. Pierce County takes advantage. Just like that, Bears back in the driver's seat. It's the duo again. Leggett muscling his way up the middle, falling just outside the end zone. Very next play, McGatha calling his own number. 15-0 Pierce County. Bears go on to shut out Windsor Forest. 44-0 the final. Over at Island Stadium, the Groves Rebels hosting the Johnson Adams Smashers. Second quarter, 26-0 Johnson. Adams Smashers Malachi Bacon drops back. Can't find an option, so what does he do? He puts his team on his back. That's a first down. And Bacon fired up. Same drive. Braden Hurst now under center. Connects with Trayshawn Robinson. He says, out of my way. Creates a clear lane for the touchdown. 2-point conversion, no good. 32-0 Johnson. Groves trying to get something going. Adams Smashers knock the ball free into their own hands. PAT no good. Johnson grabs a 38-0 lead. Groves avoids a shutout. However, Johnson rolls 52-8 the final. All right, time for the play of the week with fog rising from the ground. Yeah, talk about setting the scene. Cutter Powell of Calvary blocks the Country Day punt. Picked up by Brody Dawson. The convoy guiding him. Dawson returns it 23 yards for the touchdown, and it was quickly 7-0 Calvary. Yeah, it's a good play of the week right there. Okay, now leaving you for what's on tap for college football. It's homecoming week for Savannah State and Georgia Southern. Tigers hosting Tuskegee University while the Eagles welcome ULM. Meanwhile, in the Palmetto State, South Carolina and Clemson both on the road. All right, and that's going to do it for this week of the Friday Night Frenzy. Thank you for joining us for another action-packed night of high school football for our entire sports team. I'm Amy Zimmer. We'll see you next week under the Friday Night Lights.